All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Up and Moving, which is a community-based physical activity program for the Upper Peninsula. My name is Isaac Wiedig. I'm a graduate student in the Kinesiology and Integrated Physiology department at Michigan Tech. Our goal with Up and Moving is to try and keep adults physically active by offering virtual, live and recorded workouts that you can do right from home using very minimal equipment, just using household items. So for today's workout, we're going to focus on a workout that is going to keep your feet moving. It's going to focus on some balance, but during that whole time, we're going to keep your heart rate up. So it'll be more of like an aerobic based exercise session as well. So the plan is we're going to start off with a quick warm up here for about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll start with a low intensity, get our body temp up, our heart rate up a little bit. Then we'll dive into a little bit more intense exercise. And we're going to do 3 rounds. With 3 minutes of work, 6 different exercises, so we'll get a lot of variety. And again, focus on some footwork, some agility, and a little bit of balance stuff. So let's go ahead and we'll jump right into our warm-up here. Make sure you got a water with you. Shouldn't really need anything else for the workout, maybe a chair at the end when we get to some of our balance stuff if you need something to lean on for some stability. And then lastly, I'm going to use some props. I have gallon jugs of water here that I'm going to use. I'm going to put them down on the ground and use them as obstacles, and we're going to sort of move around them. So it doesn't matter what you have, as long as you have something you can put on the ground and try to move around. All right, let's get into the warm-up here. I'm going to start things off with a good knee hug here. So I'm just going to bring that knee up to my chest. Give it a big hug with those arms. And you can think about trying to take it up to your opposite shoulder too, and you'll get a little bit more of a stretch in your rear. So kind of coming across your body with that knee. And we can start to add a little calf raise in there at the end as well. Start to wake the calves up. We are going to be on our feet quite a bit today, using our ankles, using our feet. Trying to move them quickly, some of our agility moves. So we're going to make sure we've got those nice and warmed up and ready to roll. And let's go ahead. We'll jump right into our next movement. We're going to grab onto the ankle, reach for the sky with the other hand. So getting a light stretch on the front of the leg. Don't need to hold it too long or too deep. Muscles are kind of like rubber bands. We don't want to stretch them out too much before we get into our workout here. Good, and we're already warming up that balance a little bit, getting on one leg here. Great, and we'll get a couple more of these. Perfect. All right, now into my signature warm-up move, the zombie kicks. So hands out in front. And we are trying to kick our toes up to our fingertips, keeping our knee fairly straight here and going for a light stretch in the back of the leg. And boy, I can feel these today. Some of my other workouts this week have been catching up to me. Good, and as we loosen up here, you can try to kick that foot just a little bit higher. Get a little more range of motion here. Good, and one more of those. Beautiful, nice job. Next, we're gonna go into a little reverse lunge and then a torso rotation. So you're gonna step back and then turn your chest towards the knee that's up. And then we're just gonna alternate back and forth, so your chance to start warming up the knee and the quad a little bit here. And we can get some rotation in that back, feels nice. Ooh. Man, breathing rate and heart rate should start picking up a little bit here. Let's go for 2 more of these. Try to get a little lower on your lunges on these last 2. Good, nice job. Next one we're going to go into here is we're going to go into a hip hinge. So we're going to try to stretch our hamstrings. moving at our hip, keeping our spine nice and neutral, reaching down as far as we can, then coming up, extending our arms into a Y and looking at the ceiling, and then repeating. Getting a good extension in that back. Little stretch in those hamstrings as we're reaching down. Nice job. 2 more of these. Try to open up real big at the top here. Last one. Good. Nice job. All right, we're going to go into a lateral lunge. So our feet a little wider than shoulder width here, and we're just going to lean into one leg. Keep the opposite leg nice and straight. You can take those hands, put those hands on your thighs. If you need to take a little bit of that tension, that load off of your knee, that's okay. We're going for the stretch here in that groin area. And we're just going to keep rocking side to side here again. Nice short stretches on each side. Good, nice work. Good, and then let's go for 2 more here. Get a little deeper on these last 2. Perfect, great. All right, we're gonna get a little jog going in place here. So we'll start to get those feet moving. Try to get your feet off the floor if you can. Stay on the balls of your feet. And then from here, we're gonna do some forward arm circles. And we can start small with the circles and we can try to make them bigger as we go here. But we'll try to keep those feet moving while we're doing this. We'll get to really big circles here. Use all the range of motion you've got in those shoulders. Good. Shake it off. We'll go into arm swings. Just crossing those arms in front of your body here. Keep those feet going. We want to keep them awake. All right, let's go to backward arm circles. If you want to, you can start to move side to side in your room while we're keeping those feet going. Start to get you ready for some of the agility moves we're going to be doing on our feet here. Good, nice big circles backwards. Good, and go ahead, take a little break here. We're going to go into speed skaters. So it's just like we're skating down the ice rink here, jumping from one foot to the other, swinging my arms. And you can try to do a little bit bigger hop here as you warm up, jumping out from foot to foot. And we're going to try in this last about minute or so we have of our warm up here to push our heart rate just a little bit higher. So if you can, increase your intensity. You should still be able to talk, but it's starting to get difficult. Good, we're gonna go for 10 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, last movement of our warm-up, we're gonna go into jumping jacks. So you can either do this variation here where we're stepping out and bringing the arms overhead, or we can do a hopping jumping jack. Either way, we're gonna try to get that breathing rate up here. And don't worry, we got a water break coming, a little rest at the end of the warm-up here, so you'll have time to recover. I'm down to 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then it's time. Woo! We did it. Warm-up complete. So we'll take a little moment here to grab some water, rest up for a second. Okay, that was a good warm-up. I was a bit sore today, a little tired, but I think after that I feel ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our workout next. So while we're sort of resting up here, grabbing a drink, I'm gonna explain how it's gonna work. If you've joined our aerobic agility and balance workouts in the past, it's gonna be a similar structure, but we've got new exercises. So we are gonna do 6 exercises. We're gonna do each one for 30 seconds, and we're gonna do them back to back to back to back. So that means we have 3 minutes straight of activity. Then we're gonna take a break. That's gonna be 1 round. And then we're gonna do that again. That's gonna be 2 rounds. Then we're gonna do that 1 more time for 3 total rounds of 3 minutes of work. So that's the plan. So let's go ahead and let's jump into it. I gotta get my timer out here though, to make sure that we're sticking with 30 seconds. People are always trying to accuse me of running us over on time, but I've got the timer. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on it. All right, so we're gonna go for 30 seconds. For our first exercise here is gonna be called the Heisman step. So we're gonna step middle, middle, drive your knee up, called the Heisman because it looks like the Heisman college football trophy. And then middle, middle, other side, drive the knee. And then when we get good at this and we get the hang of it, it's gonna be fast, and we wanna make our feet really quick, especially in the middle here as we're going side to side. So I'll start slow when I get going. In case you're lost, you can follow me. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Going for 30 seconds. So middle, middle, drive your knee. Middle, middle, drive your knee. Middle, middle, drive your knee. Good. And so it's up to you to pace yourself with each one of these exercises. The faster you go, the faster your tempo, the harder it's going to be. If you need to take a break at any point during our 3 minutes of work here, go ahead, take a break. You can rejoin us when you're ready. We got 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that's time. Good. So we're gonna move right into our next one. This one, we're gonna pretend like we have a line on the floor, right? So a straight line. And what we're gonna be doing is bringing both feet over the line, both feet behind the line, both over, both behind. And so it's gonna look something like this. So you've got that imaginary line. Usually I tape off my lines. I forgot my tape today. And it's going to be both feet over, both feet behind, both feet over, both behind. But you're slowly working across the room at the same time. And we're going to go side to side. All right, 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So over the line, behind the line, behind the line. Over, over, back, back, over, over, back, over, back, back. And then we can flip-flop directions, start moving the other way. You can get those arms pumping with you, and we want to eventually get those feet to where they're really moving quick. We're focused on foot speed today and balance. So we want to be moving those feet as fast as we can. Challenge your foot speed here. Got 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Don't worry, we're going to come back to all these exercises in our second and third round, so you're going to get another shot at these. This isn't the only 30-second pop you got at them. Next one is going to be elbow to knee. So we're going to throw those hands behind our head, and then we're going to be driving our elbow up to our knee. If you can actually touch them, fantastic. I don't really know that I quite can. We're just going to continue to go elbow to knee, switching sides between elbow, reaching for opposite knee, using those abs. Again, go as fast as you can for kind of pace yourself as hard as you want to go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds here. Bring the elbow to the knee. Squeeze those abs in the middle. Try to look up ahead of you in between your reps so that you don't have your head and your neck constantly flexed. Look up out in front of you. And then go to that knee. So it gets surprisingly challenging here. We can speed it up. We're at 2, 1. Time. Good. Okay, next exercise. It's 3 down, 3 to go. We got figure 8s. So I'm going to get a couple of props here. I've got 2 water jugs. And I'm going to place them about, I would say, 2 feet apart roughly. And then what we're going to be doing here, you can start wherever you want, but we're going to be doing figure eights around the props. So we're trying to move our feet, short and choppy steps, but we're trying to get ourselves around these obstacles as fast as we can, moving in that figure eight and trying not to touch the obstacle. So it's kind of like a game of operation. If you touch the obstacle, you get the buzz, the buzzer, the red light. All right, so we're going for 30 seconds here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So just buzzing around your 2 obstacles. Could be anything. A couple of shoes you want to throw down on the floor, pillows, whatever you've got laying around. And if you want to, you can switch directions at some point. About halfway through, so it might be a good time to do that. And we're trying to get around these things as fast as we can. You can pretend like you're a football player here trying to rush the quarterback. We're at 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Take a little break. We got 2 exercises left, guys. 1 more minute of work. So next one is, I don't know why I put these in here. Everyone's going to hate me for it. We have shuffles side to side. So we're going to be doing a side shuffle, bringing 1 foot to the other, and then making a step. But when we get to the ends, we're going to do a burpee. So we shuffle, we get to an end, we do burpee. So reaching for the floor and hopping, or if you're feeling ambitious, you can do a full burpee where you jump out into that push-up position and then get your hop. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Shuffle, 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 burpee. We want to try and get across the room as fast as we can, but don't cross your feet. I don't know why I continue to make us do these during our aerobic and agility workouts because I hate them. But it's a good thing to include at least one exercise that you hate, right? 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Last exercise, then we got a break. Thank goodness. Last one is, can't remember what I had planned here. I can't even read my own handwriting. I think it was this though. So we're going to go back to our obstacles here. But this time we're going to be stepping over those obstacles sideways. So it's going to look like this. We're getting our feet over the obstacle. If you've only got one, you can just use one obstacle as well. Just stepping side to side. Trying to make this as fast as you can. But we're going for 30 seconds. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Try not to hop as much, so you can either do a really hoppy type thing where you're jumping, or you can actually just step where my hips are actually staying at the same height during that stepping. And what we want is to make them keep our hips at the same height and almost make it look like your torso is gliding across the screen and your legs are just moving below you. That's kind of what we're shooting for here. It's actually pretty hard to do these quick without doing a lot of hopping. We got 3, 2, 1, time. All right. We are going to take a little water break here. Our first round is done. So go ahead, get a sip of water, catch your breath for a moment. I'm going to stroll around the room here. I like to take active breaks, keep myself moving here. Whew. That's a tough circuit of exercises. So we're going to roll through the same thing again. We're going to go a little bit faster now that everybody knows what the exercises are. Probably got them down. And you should kind of know how to pace yourself for this next round as well. So maybe you want to push a little bit harder. If The first round was pretty easy, or maybe you need to scale it back if you're a little too ambitious during the first round. Whew. All right. Well, I say we get to it. We're starting off with our Heisman step. Just quick recap, middle, middle, drive your knee, middle, middle, drive your knee. We'll try to increase the speed a little bit here and get our feet moving faster. 3, 2, 1, and go. I really like this exercise. It has a good rhythm to it. So middle, middle, drive that knee. Middle, middle, drive the knee. We're going for quick feet here, quick feet. We are down to our last 3 seconds. 2, 1, time, good. Rolling right into our next one. This is where we've got the line and we're stepping over and back with both feet of that horizontal line moving across our room. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. Over, over, back, back, over, over, back, back. Quick feet, quick feet. Get both over and both back as fast as you can. Get those arms pumping and moving with you here. Good, nice work. Get some fire under those feet. 3, 2, 1, time, good. We got elbow to knee, hands on the head, and we're alternating knee to opposite elbow. 3, 2, 1, and go. Elbow to knee. And if you really want to make this one hard, you can really increase that pace. Really get those knees coming up quick, feet touching down fast. We're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time, good. Taking a little break here. We've got figure eights. So set up your couple obstacles, about 2 feet apart or so. And we're gonna weave in and out of these. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So quick choppy steps here. Good, we're about halfway through, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch my directions and go the other way. Try to keep those knees bent, stay on the balls of your feet here. We're at 3, 2, 1, time, good. Woo, that gets the calves burning. And we are on to side shuffles and burpees. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Side shuffle and a burpee. Side shuffle and a burpee. I don't think I can do a full burpee today. I'm gonna stick with the modified version here, but it's working to get my heart rate up. All right, guys, we are close. 3, 2, 1, time. Oh, thank goodness. Last exercise, we are going over our obstacles sideways. And we get them set back up. So this one we are going over. If you want to make this one harder, you can also get a taller obstacle, harder to get your foot over it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember, we just want those legs moving below us. We don't want to be hopping. We actually want to be stepping. Try not to hit those obstacles with your feet. Get over them. We're going to try to go as quick as we can here. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. These are hard to be fast on though. And we're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Did it. Whew. 2 rounds down. All right. So we have 1 more to go. We are close. Whew. So we'll take a little break. Grab yourself a swig of water here. Walk around your room a little bit. So we have 3 more minutes of work. And then for our cool down, we're going to stick with some balance stuff. So we'll do a couple quick balance exercises at the end. It will help just give us some time for our heart rate to come down while we work on balance. And I think after that, we will all be feeling ready to go for the day. Whew. Definitely feeling that last one in my calves. Staying on the balls of those feet and keeping your feet moving stuff. All right. I think we'll take about 30 more seconds here. We'll get a good rest in before our last interval. The burpees and the side shuffles, definitely the worst exercise I think out of this group. And honestly, I have to say that the knee to elbows are not super enjoyable either. I don't know how everybody feels at home about those ones, but that's my 2 cents. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do this thing. So we are going to start off with Heisman steps. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we'll really try to get those feet moving quick on this one. Quick feet, quick feet. Make sure you're driving that knee and you're striking that Heisman pose. If you got to deliver a little stiff arm at the end there, go ahead and do that too. I know I'm getting pretty excited for NFL football to get started here. Not college. I enjoy college, but NFL is not college, so there's no Heisman. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. All right, we're going to go with that line, and we're stepping over and back while moving across the room. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good, got 15 seconds in, halfway through. Get those feet moving quick. Also, I will mention that Up and Moving is a Packer Pro event. So we're all Packer fans here. 3, 2, 1, go. Time. Sorry. Getting brain fatigue here, fogged. Woo. Okay, we're going elbow to knee for 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bring that elbow to that knee. Remember, this is our last round, so you can push yourself as hard as you want to here. But we do not have any more exercise to do after this round. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you can, push yourself a little harder on this one. Got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Woo. Okay, figure eights. Those obstacles set up. All right. And we are going to start those figure eights in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, quick, choppy steps here. We're trying to get around those obstacles as fast as we can, but don't touch them. Good, about halfway through, so I'm going to go ahead and reverse directions here. And we got 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice. Okay. Side shuffles and burpees. Last time we got to do this today. Thank goodness. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Halfway through, we're at 15 seconds, everyone. Down to 3, 2, 1. Time. Good. Whew. Last 30 seconds of the day. Going over the obstacles. Okay. Ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. So step over. Touch both feet down. Try not to touch those obstacles. We are going to be trip and fall proof after this workout. So agility, a great way to get your heart rate up, get an aerobic workout in, while also working on coordination, controlling your feet, controlling your body in space. We got 3 seconds. 2, 1, and time. Oh, we did it. Good work. We're going to take a moment for some water, and then we're going to finish up with like 2 minutes of balance work here. Whew. All right. Go ahead and walk it off. Whew. That last one was brutal. Oh. I'm already starting to get ready for winter here, and I'm drinking some antifreeze today. Keep things from locking up when the weather cools down. It's actually just flavored water. Don't worry, everybody at home, I'm not actually drinking antifreeze. All right. So we are going to do 2 1-minute intervals of what we're going to do is walk. We're going to go from heel to toe here. And so it's kind of like a sobriety test we're going through. You're going to go forward, and then you're going to go backwards, bringing that heel to that toe. Now, go ahead and try it first with your eyes open. If you're kind of like, oh, this is a cakewalk, pretty easy, go ahead, close your eyes. Make sure that you are not going to run into anything in front of you or run into anything behind you. Make sure you got a clear space. And we're gonna do this for a minute here and just kind of work through it. So if you lose your balance, just reset, get back to it. One other thing that you can do too, if you also need to make it more difficult, go ahead and go into a heel to toe, and then you're gonna do a single leg deadlift. So it's almost like you're gonna be like a airplane. You're doing the kid airplane thing, but on one leg, and you can do that on each step. So 2 things here that you can do to make it harder: close your eyes, or go ahead and try out the airplanes. But try out just heel to toe first. We're gonna go for a full minute. Up to you. You can change, pick whatever variation you want to do as we're going through this minute. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm just gonna go eyes open. Nothing fancy at first here. Heel to toe. And then make sure you're going backwards too. Backwards is a little trickier. And if you lose your balance, just collect yourself, get back to it. Okay, I got my warm-ups out of the way. We're halfway through. I'm going to go into single leg deadlifts here and this. I have one bad hip that doesn't really like this, which is my right hip, as you can tell. And I get a little weird on my right hip. I'm going to do the same thing backwards. It's a little bit trickier. But every time you're stepping, trying to do the airplane, it's a little bit trickier when you're going backwards. And that is time. Go ahead, we'll take a little break. We're gonna come back and go for 1 more minute. So you hopefully got to try out all the variations on the first one. You can pick the one that is the right difficulty for this next minute. And this will be our last minute of the day here. But my heart rate's already coming down. I've got a pretty good sweat going today. Okay, ready? 1 more minute. I'm gonna go eyes closed right off the bat on this one. So if you wanna show while you're working out, go ahead and watch me. 3, 2, 1, here we go. This is gonna be funny. It's amazing how much your visual senses help you out with balancing your body. You'd think it wouldn't be that important, but it is. Ooh, boy. We got 30 seconds left. We're about halfway through here. Yeah, I'm getting the hang of this eyes closed thing. Good job. Got 10 seconds left, so get a few more steps in here. Try to challenge yourself. Maybe I'll try some eyes closed and single leg deadlifts. That wasn't gonna happen. All right, that's time. Woo! All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining me today for the workout. Hope that y'all enjoyed it and hope to see you again next week for our next aerobic agility and balance workout. Our next live workout is coming up on Saturday at 10 o'clock. It's our surprise workout. So you never know what you're gonna get on Saturday. But thank you again, and we will see you soon.